Welcome back to the channel. Right now I have this stock called Gail. I think I have posted a couple of videos wherein I have been buying the stock of Gail at the lows, and I think it's a pretty good opportunity to accumulate some of the PSC stocks, infrastructure stocks, and even PSU banks at these levels, since I'm really expecting some sort of market bottom over here and an eventual uprise from here towards new highs. If that is my view in Nifty, then I've got to be bullish on the broader market as well, wherein my top choice would be PSC sector as a whole. Out of that PSC sector, I am looking at this chart of Gale and it looks kind of attractive to me. You got this almost 80-90 points of corrective move. Let me get a very clear number for that. So that is roughly 95 points of down move, almost 40% down from the highs. And when you have this kind of move for almost 6-7 months, and this being not a impulsive move, you are you start to think if this is an impulsive fall or not. And if it is not, looking at the current market conditions, then I would like to believe that this is a corrective fall, a routine correction of 6-7 months, and which you had in, I think, 3 years ago in 2021. This was a routine correction as well, and these both correction tend to show some degree of alternation. So that means that this correction and this correction are showing some degree of alternation. I just want to say that the nature of these corrective moves is different, which gives me more confidence to believe that this is just a corrective rally, a counter trend corrective rally for this uprise. And what we did is this 90 points of down move corrected this overall rise from, let me give a very specific number, of almost 163 points, 163 points. So now when I'm thinking that eventually we have got such a high FI reading, that too with an hourly impulsive bounce on Nifty, I am forced to believe up to some extent that you have still got that last uptick move rising in, waiting for it to happen in Gale, which makes me believe that it is really achievable for this stock to go towards 246 levels. So I think the chart looks very good. If I were to label it, let me label it as let's say I want to label this as an A wave and this as a B wave, and then let's go further with labeling this as C wave, this as D wave, and probably wave pending on the higher side, making us believe that 246, crossing 246, let's say, has a overall 50 to 60% chance that in next 8 to 12 months we really start to see prices shift towards that magnetic zone of 246. So I think it's a very good time to build in some of the long positions at these lows, meaning that you have some sort of bottom over D wave, and anticipating wavy on the higher side would be a very good trade for the next 8-12 months overall on this stock and overall on PSC sector as well. So I have bought Gale, and I'll continue to add up once it starts to go above the 20 moving average. So the 20 moving average comes somewhere around 180-182 levels, and an eventual close below 180 would mean that you have in some way or not ended this 6-7 months of down mode, and then you are ready to go above you are ready to break this 5-6 minutes of corrective down move, and then you are ready to start some sort of impulsive move on the higher side. Let us look at some of the technical parameters. If I were to take a look at this chart, let me go to the NSE chart, and if I were to look at this, then probably I could see that you have some sort of I think wave D support over this trend line, and then if I were to extend it on the higher side, I could very well see that it is starting to get resistance over this trend line channel, and meaning that whenever you start this kind of up move, you would eventually, after a couple of months, would start to have some sort of a resistance build up over 330 to 400, let's say 300 to 330 levels, whenever price goes towards that area. And if I were to look at what are my projections on that, let us take a look at this range and then add it up to the bottoms of wave. Then you see that you eventually got above that equality zone. If I still were to plot it onto the bottoms of around 150, then you have a humongous target of 387. So this is these are some of the levels that I am looking at in Gail. If not 387, if not 400, let's go with a conservative target of 300, or even conservative target of at least seeing the stock go above the previous high of 246. Okay. As far as trading positions on a very short term basis is concerned, I think you have got this parallel channel over here, and an eventual break below above that would mean that in a very short term move you have sort of broken above that, and you have got some kind of upside potential in that on a very minuscule basis, on a daily basis, on a daily chart. So you did some of that equality of this move and this move, meaning that I believe 70 to 80% chance on me being right that I think this is done, and I would like to add even more positions once we start to get a close above this swing high. What is the swing high? The swing high comes to around 162.62. let's round it off to 165. So at 165 you would eventually start to get a break above this resistive trend line as well as this swing high. So if that is the case, then I'll continue to hold up the stock and even add towards 180 levels where we have the 20 moving average, and would like to see if we really get this correct on PSE stock, and do we really get that move in wave E towards 280, 300, 350 zone. I think that was it for the video. Thank you.